subjects, we have international relations as well. And in international relations, geopolitics, that is geography based, map based questions are asked more compared to the politics part of it. So let's quickly get into this. Current affairs guys. Regions often mentioned in news. North Kivu, North Kivu and Ituri, right? This is the dispute not between Armenia and Azerbaijan, but it is between Democratic Republic of Congo and Rwanda. Nagorno-Karabakh, this was in news multiple times, and this is not in Mozambique, but this was in Armenia and Azerbaijan. This 110 times you might have seen, not here, but in Ukraine. So guys, none is the correct answer for this. These are all direct statements that has been given. See guys, this is interesting question. Israel has established diplomatic relations with some Arab states. 100% correct. The Arab Peace Initiative mediated by Saudi Arabia was signed by Israel and Arab League. Even that is correct. But you see, Israel started establishing good relations or diplomatic relations with Arab countries under Abraham Accord, not under Arab Peace Initiative. Yes, Arab Peace Initiative is definitely signed between Israel and Arab League, but it is Abraham Accord which led to diplomatic relations. So the point here is statement 1 and 2 both are correct. And statement 2 is not correct explanation of statement 1. So the answer would be B guys. Fine. Then again, you see, Donbass is in Ukraine, Kachin is in Myanmar, Tigray is in Ethiopia, right? So again, none. These are all current affairs based guys. In the newspaper, Hindu newspaper, PT 365s will not help you. Chad, Guinea, Mali, Sudan had successful military coups. Burkina Faso is the 5th country to have the military coup now. G20 one question will be there for sure. I have told multiple times, and you see here. G20 group was formed in 1999 with the help of finance ministers and central bank governors to discuss the international economic and financial issues. Digital public infrastructure is one of India's G20 priorities. Both are 100% correct. Fine. These are all basics. If you have not done these questions properly, then there is an issue. Recently, the United States of America and the European Union launched the Trade Council, right? But remember guys, this was not just by US and European Union, even India and European Union did this. USA and EU claim that through this they are trying to bring technological progress and physical productivity under their control. Definitely there will be some sort of technological progress, but not physical productivity. This, I personally feel this is wrong, because physical productivity basically means agriculture and also industrial production. That they are not planning to bring it under their control, under Trade and Technical Council. So, right, this you can wait and watch, but I would feel this is correct. There is doubt in this particular question, because nowhere they are saying that it is physical productivity. The Stability and Growth Pact, you see here this, Stability and Growth Pact. The meaning of this is economic stability and growth of a country has to be considered. Now, when you look at here, it limits the level of budgetary deficit of the countries of the European Union. The statement is correct. Why? The main focus of the Stability and Growth Pact is on budgetary deficit. So, no country should go for more deficit. That is, expenditure should not be extremely high compared to revenue. That is the first point. It makes the countries of European Union to share their infrastructure facilities, to share their technologies. They are not focused on infrastructure and technology, they are focused only on Stability and Growth Pact. Capitalist countries, guys, won't go for information sharing and also easily, right? It is only one. See, this is common sense based question. Recently, all the countries of United Nations adopted the first ever compact for international migration. The Global Compact for Safe, Orderly and Regular Migration. Correct. The objectives and commitments stated are binding on the United Nations member countries. No. No United Nations agreement will be completely binding on the people. Environment related, yes. But anything else, no. The GCM addresses internal migration and internally displaced people also. See guys, always remember, migration has three things: migration, refugees, internally displaced people. So obviously all the three are part of this. So the first and third, only two are correct. Fine. And then consider okay, this was directly from the geography through maps itself. Which of the following countries have border with Ukraine? Right? Land border with Ukraine. You see, Bulgaria doesn't have, Czech Republic doesn't have, Hungary has, Latvia, Lithuania doesn't have, Romania has. So it's only two. Direct question from the, videos itself. Which one of the following countries has been suffering from civil strife? Somalia. See, Somalia, Venezuela, and we also had Syria. These three are facing severe famine. Venezuela because of internal conflict, Syria because of ISIS and other fight that used to happen, Somalia because of civil strife. Right? This was in news from significant time period, and that's the reason you have the questions. So, see guys, as we keep repeatedly informing you that this is an exam which needs proper coaching, proper classes. It cannot be done superficially. Every decade, UPSC changes, textbooks changes. If you want, just ask the people who cleared before 2013. The textbooks that they used to read, they used to read Bipin Chandra, right? No spectrum was there. Environment and ecology, they used to read, CCRT and other books. So what happened? You got new books. And the pattern continued for some time. Nowadays, you can see no questions are coming from these standard, so-called standard books, because these are written from exam point of view. These are not the actual standard books which UPSC refers. So when the trend changes, things also changes. So you have to read minimum 2 newspapers, right? You have to refer to government websites, and you also have to read NCRT books properly, because that basic still remains and holds good. This paper was easy for those who read newspaper regularly by themselves, not relying on some institutions, materials, videos. At least any student, if we meet, one thing they ask is, sir, can I rely on some videos? Can I watch some videos and finish off? Sir, I don't want to read newspaper. that institution is giving me the video, this institution is giving me the video, I'll follow that and I'll complete. So what has happened? People are just spoon fed. And who is spoon feeding it? It is not done by the people who have cleared or have clarity about the exam. To read a newspaper, you need subject expertise in almost all the subjects. And people don't have it. Every day they just try to read and give the newspaper. So whether it is interesting, whether it is important or not, people are following it. Guys, realize at least now, this is an exam which requires a person to have conceptual clarity. Until and unless you have that, you can't clear. I don't understand how people read international relations without having atlas in front of them. I don't understand how a student can read Indian geography without having atlas in front of him. I don't understand how a student read international relations without reading newspaper. So until and unless you do these basics, you won't be in the list. Exam is still easier. You can definitely be in the list. But ensure with changing pattern and circumstances, your mindset also changes. Don't get stuck with people who have or who are not in the process. So everything becomes old. It has to fall and the new has to come. Search for the new materials in the books. Definitely that would be helpful. So guys, at AKS IAS, we will try to provide you all the things that are required from your exam point of view. And whatever an institution has to do its basic responsibility, that would be done with dedication and discipline. So if at all you are interested to be part of the process, right? So mains mentorship and PSIR, geography, sociology, anthropology, optional mentorships will also be available. Try to make best use of it. And in case, like, whatever is the score, sir, we need to prepare because we feel there is a chance. Then go with what your heart says, keep preparing. Don't stop till the result comes because cutoff can be anything in this paper. Don't go by institution's analysis. No institution has ever said anything perfectly. It's like exit polls at the end, who wins? Only UPSC knows. Fine? Thank you guys.